started back in 2007 when the project partners thought about organizing themselves in order to write something about how to do projects in partnership. So since 2007, through meetings, consultations, and very hard work, we have a result, which is this toolkit, Partners for Peace. About 70 pages of tools, tips, theory, and practice on how to make peace projects in partners.
So the toolkit entitled Partners for Peace that Andra was talking about a few moments ago has as an outline the introduction, key concepts about conflict and conflict transformation, initiating, planning, implementation, monitoring, and follow-up. Besides all these main chapters, we have conclusion, annexes, and of course the glossary of terms that goes all throughout the toolkit. Of course, we will have the references and the resources attached to it.
Yeah, the aspect that I really learned about international planning, international projects, is planning. Maybe because I'm a Dutchie, but I think planning is very important for any project to be successful. But at the same time, it's when working in an international partnership, it becomes so much more difficult, and that's sometimes frustrating. It becomes you need to be aware of different school schedules or university schedules of all kinds of other projects that your partners are working on. So it's very difficult sometimes and frustrating, but at the same time it's important to realize that you can't push your own agenda, that you have to respect other people's schedules, and that you have to communicate about these things. Planning is vital for any project to work, but you need to plan it well and be flexible at the same time. Ultimately, it will lead to wonderful success, and afterwards, when you see the product of your international project or international exchange, as a team you'll feel really proud and you're happy, and you'll be a strong team ready for future challenges.
As you know, we wanted to create in this project a toolkit on how to work in thorough partnership together among partners in international projects. What was frustrating is, although every partner really wanted to work in partnership, it was the very essence of this project, we still saw it was a constant challenge to actually achieve it, to actually in every step of the way try to divide the tasks, try to have equal responsibilities all along the way. We saw it was a constant challenge to actually achieve it. Because why? Every organization has its own dynamic, its own resources, its own busy periods, even its own holidays and vacations. But in the end, although it was a challenge, every challenge was also something very positive. It brought us together and it built up trust and confidence in the long term.
The thing that took me by surprise throughout the project was the synergy with which the team was working. It was quite surprising to observe a group of 4 completely different organizations representing different countries and being from different cultures, working together synergistically on one project. And it is to be outlined that some basic high-tech practicalities such as collective X or simple Skype conference calls made it really easy to keep in touch with the other partners and made you feel involved in the project. So I'd have to say that the thing that took me by surprise throughout the project was the team spirit and the synergy with which the team worked, with more experienced ones compensating for the lacks of those which were less experienced, or those having certain strengths in one thing, trying to exploit them to the full.
When planning and acting for a peace project, we need to keep in mind a few theoretical items. First of all, the peace education environment. When doing peace projects, we need to work and act with our head, with our heart, and with our hands. Meaning, we need to use knowledge, we need to use skills, and we need to work with our values. Furthermore, we need to know a few concepts. 2 of the most important ones are conflict and violence. When talking about conflict, which is a real or perceived incompatibility between goals, we need to keep in mind the fact that there is an ABC to any conflict. A stands from attitudes, B from behaviors, and C with contradictions. Now, what to do when you have this ABC to work for peace? We say that attitudes need to be transformed with empathy, behaviors through nonviolence, and contradictions by using creative methods.
Basically, to have an overview and to do an actual systemic peace-building action or project in this case, you would need to have a thorough situation assessment. Where are we now? And basically look into the future. Where do we want to go? Which means visioning and goal setting. And then, what is our peace strategy? What is our program? What is our way there? Look at, again, the peace actions, which are basically the activities of your project, and then keeping on the path, the peace path.